Good vibes only. Stay positive lang. Hi, my name is Val Bagios and I'm a Gallup Certified Strengths Coach and an ICF Credentialed Coach. Welcome to Coach for Leaders. For this episode, we are going to talk about toxic positivity. Maraming nagtatanong sa akin about this concept, no? And the nice thing is I am exposed to a lot of kinds of emotions when I am doing my coaching. And so I'd like to share a little bit more about this topic. We will try to take a look at toxic positivity in the lenses of emotional intelligence. There are many perspectives that you can take when it comes to tackling or discussing toxic positivity. But for this episode, I want to take the perspective of emotional intelligence. Ano ba yung emotional intelligence na yan? Siguro para mas madali, I will give you yung 4 na skills na kailangan nating i-develop if we want to improve emotional intelligence. 2 yung pinaka-main competency ng emotional intelligence. Self and others. Sa self, 2 yan. Self-awareness and self-management. Sa others naman, it's social awareness and relationship management. So, anong relationship ng emotional intelligence or EQ dun sa toxic positivity? Ano ba ang toxic positivity? Toxic positivity happens when a person, maybe you or another person, assumes that only keeping positive emotions and outlook is the way to live your life. And anything that is negative emotions, or anything that triggers it should be rejected. Okay? Yun yung toxic positivity. Bakit nagiging toxic yon? Para maintindihan natin, bigyan ko kayo ng konting example. So, kunyari, may pinagdadaanan ka, tapos na-hurt ka, tapos sinabi ng kaibigan mo sa'yo, oh, okay lang yan, you'll get over it. Okay? And for example, sabihin sa'yo, oh, positive lang tayo, positive vibes lang tayo dito, bawal nega, bawal drama. So yan, medyo toxic din yan. Ano pa? Huwag kang iiyak, or huwag kang magagalit, huwag kang maiinggit. Yung intention natin, pag sinasabi natin yon sa ibang tao, o sa sarili natin, is maganda because we want them to move on, we want them to recover, we want them to feel happy. It's just that the way we say it and the language that we use, it matters. The process, it matters. Bakit toxic ang mga positive statements na yon? Kasi kapag sinasabi mo yon, pwedeng masuppress yung emotions ng tao. Or ikaw, kapag sinasabi mo yun sa sarili mo, pwede mong masuppress yung emotions mo. Emotional intelligence says that you have to be, what? Self-aware. In order for you to be self-aware, you have to be able to accept the emotions that's going on right now in your heart. Otherwise, you can't be aware of it. If you want to change something, if you want to move on, if you want to be less angry, you must first admit that I'm hurt, I'm sad, or maybe I'm angry. That is self-awareness. You cannot manage or you cannot change something that you do not accept for yourself. Social awareness. If you want the person to move on, if you want the person to be happy again or to manage his anger or her anger, the person must be aware and must be able to experience anger. Why? Hindi niya maiintindihan fully kung tayo, pagdating sa atin, tatapalin natin yon. So, that is why it is toxic. Because sometimes, that positive statement suppresses the emotion. Kailan pa siya nagiging toxic? Kapag dinideny natin yung isang tao to experience himself or herself. Anong ibig kong sabihin? Ang isang tao, binubuo tayo ng maraming emotion. And in order for us to experience that, we have to experience that fully. The negative part of ourselves, and even the positive part of ourselves. We have to experience that. Now, if we say to ourselves, or you say it to others, na dapat mag-move on ka na, huwag kang magalit, huwag kang iiyak, we are denying that person the experience of himself, of her, or herself. Hindi niya na-experience yung sarili niya ng buong buo. And lastly, I think one of the reasons why sometimes positivity is toxic is because it denies our brain or our mind the information that these negative emotions could have given us. Kunyari, hinawakan mo yung mainit na kalan, tapos na-experience mo mainit. That would give your brain an idea, an information na mainit yung kalan, withdraw mo yung kamay mo. If we keep on suppressing these emotions, it denies us from the information na next time wag mo nang gawin yan. Bakit? It causes you anger. Or maybe next time wag ka nang lumapit dyan. Why? Because that is a trigger to your anger or to your sadness, or that is a trigger to your negative emotions. Kapag parating sinosuppress yun, hindi mo rin naiintindihan kung saan nanggagaling or kung ano yung information na gustong ibigay sa'yo ng brain mo. Tandaan nyo guys, all emotions are valid and important. The negative ones and even the positive ones. It sends our brain information. Now, marami naman nagtatanong, paano yan, Val? Gusto ko naman siyang mag-move on. Gusto ko naman siyang tulungan para maging positive. Or gusto ko naman maging positive yung sarili ko, kaya ako sinasabi yon. Okay, here are my tips on how you can do it better. Kunyari, you'll get over it. Diba? Yung pinagdadaanan yung tao, you'll get over it. You acknowledge first. You know, this is hard. Pero alam mo, you've been through hard things before. I believe in you. So now, in essence, hindi mo siya pinipilit, but you are actually saying that, you know what? I am confident. You know why? I've seen you in hard times before and you were able to do it. Kesa, diretsuhin mo kagad na, mag-move on ka na. Masyadong mabilis na nenegate yung emotions na dapat niyang ma-feel. Another thing, kapag sinabi mo, positive vibes lang tayo dito, positive emotions lang, dapat happy lang parate. Instead of saying that, you say, you know what? If you feel bad, if you feel angry, if you feel envious, or if you feel really, really sad, it's okay. It's okay to feel negative emotions. But, that doesn't define who you are. So, pag meron nararamdaman yung tao na negative emotion, remind him, it's okay to feel that way. But you know what? That's not your identity. Your negative emotions is not your identity. When is positivity helpful? Number one, if it acknowledges the context of the person. Anong ibig sabihin nun? If it acknowledges the context na, okay, ito yung pinagdadaanan mo, ito yung nararamdaman mo, it acknowledges it first before even reframing it. I-acknowledge mo muna yung nangyayari. That helps you to be what? Self-aware. Okay? Ano pa? When it allows you to explore what is happening first before reframing it. Bago mo i-reframe, bago mo baguhin yung emotions ng tao, or bago mo ipilit na dapat positive ka, tingnan mo, buti ka pa nga, ganyan lang na experience mo, yung iba nga, ganito. Reframing kasi yun eh. You are forcing the mind of the person, or maybe even yourself, to reframe immediately. Explore mo muna. Bakit ka nagalit? Anong kinasasama ng loob mo? You are again making the person self-aware. Reframing. When you are reframing, don't reframe for the other person. Okay? Allow that person to reframe it by themselves. Paano? Ask a question. For example, alam mo, masakit yung nangyayari sa'yo eh. Can I ask you something? So tingin mo ano yung magandang na-learn mo dito sa situation na to? Hindi mo siya pinipilit mag-reframe. You're simply asking the person to explore. Meron ba? Pwede ba nating i-reframe yung situation? You allow the person to naturally reframe. Ganun din po sa mga sarili natin. Before you reframe, you allow the person to explore first. Again, mabalik tayo, emotional intelligence, you have to be aware first, and then you can manage. So, I hope that is helpful for you. I hope that when we think about positivity, especially nowadays in this pandemic, when everybody is worried and sometimes scared and experiencing all these negative experiences, Sana we can do it in a more helpful and encouraging manner. See you next time!